where these niggas staying? Because they not staying at Airbnb. So I looked to the other bed. The other girl's giving the other niggas some sloppy toppy. I hear my door open, but I don't hear nothing. So when I open my eyes, there's a big ass, hard ass dick in my face. Just trying to see if I'm up with your dick out. Hey yo, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here, what's up y'all? Today's a story time. And it's crazy because this Miami vlog is actually on my channel. So y'all could scroll down and go look at that vlog. It's actually up. But yeah, I just wanted to do a story time on this because I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy ass story. This happened like 2 years ago and I would never forget it. I didn't want to do a story time on this at the time because it's like I just put the vlog up and I didn't want to get them in trouble. I don't know if any of them had niggas and what I'm about to say is but it's almost 3 years later, so yeah, this is about that time. I'm not the type of person that has friends, right? Even now, I don't have any. And back then, didn't have any. So the closest thing as a friend to me was that girl. She was cool, but I had to cut her off just because her lifestyle wasn't like my lifestyle. At the time, I didn't really know how she was, right? So me just being desperate to get out of New York, because I think I was going through like an on and off thing with somebody at the time. So I was just desperate to get out of New York, desperate to go on a fucking vacation because I don't be going nowhere. We planned to go to Miami with a few girls, so it wound up being just 4 of us. Me, the girl I work with, and her 2 friends. Mind you, I don't know none of these girls like that. You should never go on a trip outside where the fuck you live with girls you don't know. Don't never do that. We get to Miami, it's a vibe, like it's lit. We got the renty, and I didn't even know how to drive at the time. Some other girl did. It's Airbnb, it's all on the vlog. I'm gonna go watch the vlog after this video. I think we was there for 4 days, I'm not sure, 3 days, 4 days, right? Everything was smooth. The girls was cool as fuck. Like it was no drama. Only I think the 3rd day it was drama between the girl I worked with and her friend. But the friend, she was really like a mom to us. Like she made sure we was good when we was drunk. She made sure we was good. Feel me? She cooked for us, everything. It was nothing like what I'm about to tell you I did not expect, right? So they went at it a few times because the girl I worked with, she drank a lot. She just couldn't hold her liquor. Like we would go to spots and we would get kicked out because she could not hold her liquor. She would be wild. Like she was fun, I'm not gonna lie, she was a vibe, right? So everything was good. And then all right, so let me tell you what happened, because this is what happened on the 4th day. The night, right? The night before we about to go back to New York. We get ready, we get cute. The girl that I work with, her friend, she knew like these guys that like did club promos, so they came to our Airbnb. They both had cars, whatever. So they drove us to the clubs. They was getting us in the clubs for free because they knew people, whatever. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. That night, right? Everybody's drinking. I'm drinking, but me, I'm a weird. My son is 4, so he was 2 at the time, right? So I'm really on fucking mommy mode. I'm like, let me make sure nothing happens to me out here because my son need me back home. So now it's time to go home. So I'm like, where these niggas staying? Because they not staying at Airbnb. The girl was like, oh, they about to leave in a few. We just gonna like we just gonna like vibe and chill, whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I go to my room because 1, none of them is my type. 2, I'm not gonna fuck nobody out here in Miami. Like that just wasn't my vibe. I was there to have fun and vibe with the girls. So they tell me, oh yeah, they're gonna leave, this and this and that. Right, so there's 2 rooms. I go to my room. Everybody else was with the guys in the living room hanging out. I went to my room and I fell asleep because I was drunk. I was fake tipsy, so I knocked out. I wake up because somebody enters my room and I see it's one of the guys bringing my coworker. He puts her on the bed. So I'm half up, half asleep. I see he just laid her on the bed next to me and he left closed the door. I'm like, okay, I went back to sleep. I wake up again and I'm looking at the time, it's like 3 in the morning. I'm like, let me, mind you, we have a like a 6:30 a.m. or 7 o'clock a.m. flight. I go to the room, to the other girl's room. Mind you, me and my coworker are in my room. The other 2 girls, her friends, are in the other room. So I go open the door. Y'all don't even know what the fuck I saw. I saw one of the girls in the bed, like unconscious. Like she was up, but she looked like drugged the fuck up. And this nigga's fucking her. Bro. But she looks unconscious. Like she don't even look like she knows what's going on. The nigga's fucking her. Like leg up fucking her. Like, so I looked to the other bed. The other girl's giving the other niggas some sloppy toppy. I'm like, the fuck is going on in here? And the only reason I started spazzing is just because how the girl looked so dead and this nigga's just fucking her. Like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, she's unconscious. The nigga started bugging. He's like, oh, get the fuck out. Mind your business. I'm like, bro, she's unconscious. What the fuck are you doing? The girl that was giving head, she's like, oh, just go back to your room. We about to finish. I'm like, you don't see this? Like, she looks unconscious and this nigga is fucking her. Like, the fuck is going on? I'm not with this weird shit. So I go back to my room, packing my shit. Mind you, this is not even the crazy part, right? So whatever, I let them finish whatever. I go back to my room. My coworkers still knocked the fuck out. Mind you, I'm still tipsy and shit, so I'm just dumb tired. I go back to sleep, put an alarm for when we about to leave for our flight. I'm half asleep right now. I hear my door open, but I don't hear nothing. So when I open my eyes, it's a big ass, hard ass dick in my face. I started blacking. I started going crazy, yo. I was like, what the fuck are you doing coming in my room? This nigga was naked. This nigga was fucking naked in my face while my roommate's sleeping. Like, what was you trying to do? Like, I'm like, get this pervert ass nigga the fuck out the house. Fuck you doing, you rapist. I'm like, you giving me rapey vibe. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I have a whole kid, mind you. I was scared. Ain't gonna lie, I was shaking. I was dumb scared. Mind you, I had no weapons on me. I'm mad little. Like, this is a whole man. Like, he could have done anything to me that day. Like, that night could have gone so wrong. Nigga left my room like, oh, bitch, you bugging. I was just trying to wake you up, see if you was up. I'm like, with your dick out? You trying to see if I'm up with your dick out? Like, and I'm sleeping? What the fuck sense does that make? So I was just wilding. I was mad. I started blacking on I was mad at the roommates. I'm like, who the fuck y'all bringing in the B&B? Like, I have a whole kid. I was bugging on everybody. I was crying because I was scared. That nigga could have done anything to me. If I was probably drinking a little more, it was just crazy. We go to the living room. So now everybody's up in the living room. Mind you, it's probably like 5. We about to miss our flight. So I'm like, yo, we have to pack our clothes. We have to leave. The girl apologizes to me because she brought the guys in and he violated. I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just go. Let's just get to the plane. I'm ready to go back to New York. All right, so the guys finally leave after cursing me out. They was arguing with me. Like, how the fuck you mad because you came in my room with your dick out and I'm sleeping? Whatever, they finally leave. And now it's time to go. Why the girls aren't even packed or ready to go? Like, we're about to miss our flight. So the girl that was on the bed unconscious, she was off something. I think those guys drugged her, whatever, gave her something because she was not herself at all. But and she was just very aggressive. She was coming at me, coming at the other 2 girls. We was trying to help her put her clothes on. We had to pack her stuff for her. Like, I just knew it wasn't her. Like, it was some drugs. So I'm like, fuck, bro. Now we got to deal with this shit. Finally get everything to the car. Now, the girl that drives, she's still intoxicated. So now we finally got the girl in the car. We got my stuff. We got my coworker. Now it's time to drive to the airport. Why this girl's hitting everything? This girl was hitting, like, the little sticks that are on the side of the road. She kept hitting them. It was going ding, like ding. Like, she was just hitting it. I'm like, am I gonna fucking die in Miami? We had to give the renty back, right? So before we even got to the airport, we had to give the renty back to this place. And the place, once we gave them the car, it was a bus where they drove us to the airport. As they drive us to the airport, my coworker forgets something at the place where we dropped off the renty. So she gets back on the bus with the guy to go get her stuff. Why this girl did not come back for like a whole hour? I totally forgot that. I'm like, bro. And it's crazy because in the vlog, y'all see the bus I'm talking about. She did not come back for a whole hour. We were so mad, and that's how we missed our flight. It's crazy because the story's not even done. But just her driving had me like, bro, what the fuck did I get myself into? So we finally get to the airport. Mind you, the girl that I feel like was drugged, she was still wilding, bro. We missed our flight. She was spazzing on the flight lady. She was like, y'all better figure out a way to get us home. But she wasn't herself. She was not herself. And they didn't know that. Like, she was just so aggressive with everybody. She was spazzing on the flight lady, and they was not gonna helping us. At that point, they was not gonna help us because she was wild. I'm like, I'm not staying in Miami for another fucking day. I'm over it, ready to go home and see my son, everything. The lady she was spazzing on, I could tell she wasn't gonna help us because of how she was acting. So I pulled her to the side and I talked to her. I'm like, look, I have a kid at home, New York. I just wanna go home. Like, I just wanna go home. Okay, I just want to go home. I want to go home to my kid. Like, I wasn't giving her no trouble, being mad nice. She was like, look, if you want to go buy another ticket, you got to go all the way around. But don't go with them because they're not going to help you. They're like, the way she's acting, they're not even going to let her get on the plane. So you need to go by yourself. So I'm like, say no more. Say no more. I went by myself, bought another whole plane ticket. I had to waste money to buy a whole nother plane ticket. That shit was expensive. That shit was like $3 something because I'm booking the same day flight. Like, damn. So I finally got another flight. I left them because what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? No, I went home to my kid. I got on my fucking flight. I felt bad, but look, these are not my friends. These are my coworkers. Those are your friends. And yeah, no. So I left. But I was still keeping in touch with my coworker, making sure she was okay. Because if I would have stood with them, I was not gonna get home and not have responsibility. I told them too. I said, I'm leaving. They knew I had a kid and they understood. So I did. When I get home, I text the girl. I'm like, are you good? She said, bitch, why did we get arrested? Because her and the friend that was intoxicated got into a fight. I told y'all she was off something. She's good now though, because I talked to her after and everything. So yeah, they got arrested. They got into a whole fight. I don't even think they left Miami until, I don't know, a few days later. That experience was crazy. I would never go on a trip with girls I don't know again. And there's no bad blood. I hope they're okay, but just be careful who you go on trips with. I'm glad I came out safe though. I'm glad nothing happened to me that night with that guy, because that shit was crazy and traumatizing. Anything could have happened. That dude could have raped me. He could have like beat me up, anything. I got home safe. They got home safe, and that was that. But that was a crazy ass experience. And I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. I haven't posted in like 9 days, like 10 days now, over a week. But that's just because I was going through some personal stuff with family and stuff. Yeah, I just had to focus on that, but I'm back, y'all. Okay, I won't be gone too long. If I'm gone, if I don't post, it's for a reason. It's not just because I don't want to post. It's definitely for a reason. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Oh, and if y'all haven't checked out my song, Unblocked, go check it out. Link in the bio. Okay, so thank y'all for watching. Bye, y'all.